It's Jack Pinter!
Matthew, this is serious. I want you to give me 10 minutes and I'm going to show you how you can transform your life and your income stream forever to find complete fulfillment, satisfaction, and everything you've ever desired. What do you say to that?
That sounds completely realistic. I'm completely in, Jack. Where do I sign? Shall I give you all my money?
Absolutely. That's what I'm just right now. I'm not going to ask for your money. I'm just going to ask you to watch my 40-minute video to show you how you can find all those things, really everything that you've ever been looking for.
Something tells me, young Mr. Pinter, that you have been influenced somewhat through maybe Facebook ads.
Yes, I would say Facebook ads, YouTube ads, those things that pop up, skip the ad. You have to watch 5 seconds of it or 20 seconds of it. I don't know what you've been getting on your stream. I've been getting lots and lots of instructions on how I can make a fortune through Amazon, through affiliate marketing, how I can turn a $3 stock into a fortune, how I can flip houses to become a property millionaire within the next 6 months, and so on and so on and so on. And I was just thinking, do you know what? In this time where, like a lot of other people, my income has diminished, is this the time to pursue a side hustle, to use the vernacular?
A side hustle, so really leveraging your time, the assets that you have. So that's pretty bizarre. It must be quite appealing. So one thought I had was, in a bear market, the gold does come. Sorry, in a bull market, the gold really does come towards you. You stand under in the golden shower, and something really just fall towards you. We're almost trying, or the pitch here is almost to recreate good times in bad times. So there are good side hustles and bad side hustles. Why do you think everyone's doing this? Why do you think everyone's promising the earth right now?
Well, I think people are promising the earth because I think, as you sort of suggested, that the ground is ripe, the ground is fertile. People are thinking, well, fortune favors the bold. I've been furloughed, my business is tanked. I better do something. I better act something. And maybe some of these things are actually true. Maybe I can make a fortune, join the river of wealth that Amazon is promising me just by selling some little trinket for 10 times its value. Maybe I can flip property. Maybe I can become an Airbnb millionaire and own some 12 beautiful houses in the country effortlessly. And maybe it is time to try something else. I think that's the lure that's being held out. And also, it's interesting, Matthew. The language that's being used is, create your own freedom, get your own sovereignty through wealth, be your own boss, take off the tie that is strangling you, stop being a slave, stop trading your hours for money. I mean, it's a very 21st century message, I suppose, made possible by the fact that the internet does enable us to sell to anyone in the world.
Exactly, and my point is this: so it's one to many, isn't it? I mean, what was your example of this guy who was very successful? What was his pitch? I want you to be rich too. What was that?
Oh yeah, he said if you want to make money cash today, the only way that you can do it is by marketing something that people will pay for you immediately. You don't want to create a product, so you can market my product that they can reference here online, and every time I sell one of those products, you can get up to 90% of that value. I mean, again, this is why I'm dressed as I am today. This is like the equivalent of snake oil salesman. There are a lot of people out there who are trying to seemingly, Matthew, give away their secrets, show you where the gold lies. And my question, as ever, is why would anyone show you their secret? Why don't they just use it themselves? Why don't they just pick up the gold themselves? And of course, the reason is the gold that they're picking up is by getting you to feed their habit, to feed their idea.
Exactly. So you're mining your dirt and turning it into their goal. So this is affiliate marketing, MLM, multi-level marketing. And what sort of character is going to be sucked into this?
I guess it's just someone who believes the message, who believes that and wants to be their own boss, wants to say to say take this job and shove it, wants to be at home raising their own kids, working a half hour a day, and I suppose as well, Matthew, it's just wants to believe in that. wants to believe that this is possible. And of course, the math shows us is that your odds of being a successful multi-level marketer, it's less than 1%. Less than 1% who go into that earn money. In fact, the majority of people actually end up losing money. So you'd have a much better opportunity just going to the casino, picking red or black, and throwing your money off that way. And of course, if you start a small business, what we know is nearly 40% of small business owners do make money. So it's actually a much better model, but it doesn't have that beguiling, just enter, it's easy, you can do it, I've done it, I'll show you how. All you have to do is watch this 40-minute video and get started. It lacks that immediate payoff. That, I suppose, it's the whole concept of get rich quick. We all want to believe that that is possible.
I tell you what I was just getting there. Thank you for that. I was getting sort of parent-child. It's almost inheritance, isn't it? It was Getty, Rockefeller, Carnegie. That this person is my rich dad. That's sort of why they're giving me the secret, because they'd be crazy to give the secret just to anybody. So it's a sort of linear inheritance of the family secret, which of course is the biggest lie there could possibly be.
Yes, and we have all these potential parents online who we've never met before, Matthew, who are just willing to take us under their wing and make us theirs. Oh, that's so beguiling, especially if your parents are no longer alive, or if you didn't have a particularly good relationship with your parents. That person who wants to show you the secrets of affiliate marketing to join the river of wealth that is Amazon. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yes, I do believe. I do believe.
So viewers, it's time to reparent. Join us now. Let's go back to stories. You're a storyteller that's some of your day job, part of your day job. So finding the hidden treasure in the flea market and selling it and making your fortune. The detectorist, beep, 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 it's Roman coins. What are they? Are they tapping into something which is an ancient theme, an ancient story? What are we feeling?
Yeah, yeah. I think they're tapping into that archetype of just discovery. And I suppose it's also an archetype is there is abundance everywhere, which is probably true actually, and all you have to do is go and find it. So this is the answer the call to adventure: go out and seek, and you shall find. And so I think it is absolutely tapping into that storytelling archetype of discovery and entering into a different world. And I suppose that's what all these marketers are saying to us right now. Leave your current job, leave this dead end of money for hours, and enter this potentially marvelous unknown world of untold riches. I mean, it is represented by colonialism as well. Go travel somewhere and loot another rich land. They're just waiting. These lands are waiting to be discovered and waiting to be plundered.
Why buy when you can steal? So we have this idea of get rich quick, and this massive appeal as rich and riches can sort of compress time. So we've got time scarcity. We live longer than ever before, but we seem to have more time scarcity as well. So what's the myth? What's the resonance? What's the lie? What's the truth about this thing called richness?
Yeah, well, I was just thinking, it's like, why do we take this word rich, which is a neutral word, and we can have rich food, I suppose, but we almost universally apply it to riches being monetary riches. And I suppose the question is, why are we obsessed? Why do we believe that this is the greatest richness that we can have? Because actually, I don't think we really believe that. And I think what's interesting in this time, in this pandemic time, is that we're actually rich in a lot of things that we have not been rich with before. And you mentioned time. I mean, I certainly have found incredible time richness in this moment. And I'm thinking, okay, what do I do with these time riches? How can I use this? How can I make the most out of these riches? I suppose just think about these other things that we may be rich in. We may be rich in friendship. We may be rich in love. We may be rich in connection. I'd like to really invite people to divorce this word rich
Lovely.
from money.
Oh, I was just going to crack a joke before the divorce went through completely, which is become time rich, get furloughed.
Yes, yes. And I suppose that's what futurists are saying is going to happen. We are going to become time rich because robots are going to take over everything, and we're not going to have to do any of these things. And maybe we're all going to have a basic income, and maybe there is a future of time richness
But
that
mate,
that will be what we pursue.
you and I have heard that futuristic prediction. I remember Look and Learn magazine. No one who's viewing will have heard of that. Back in the 70s, having hover bikes and shell suits. Those did happen. And leisure time. I mean, it's just like, this is something of a fantasy. I suppose the battery powered scooter and the shell suit again did happen. Velour would be my favorite choice. It's extraordinary. So, what riches can our viewer find right now, apart from being time millionaires? What riches can they find?
Well, I think that's really for people up to themselves to discover. In fact, this would be a great thing to put in the comments. Is that what are you finding? What riches are you finding in this completely unusual, unpredictable environment? Are you finding this riches of connection with your family if you're stuck in a house with your family? Are you finding richnesses of frustration? That could be included as well. But just maybe to take a note of what does this time allow us to be rich in, if it's not necessarily money. So I suppose the message is, what riches are you pursuing right now in this time?
Okay, there was a very sincere message, but I have to undermine it with I'm a frustration millionaire and I'm prepared to share. Jack, you're a superstar, a philosopher, and a sartorially elegant man. Thank you, viewers, for your persistent and wealthy contributions. Much appreciated all over social media. Thanks for doing that. Please continue.
I'd say I'm hoping that we have changed your life, maybe just a little bit, in these last 10 minutes or so.
Don't sign up. Keep your money. Keep your money. Very good. All right, guys, everybody, thank you. See you soon. Cheers.